Shalom, family trendsetter. Now, real quick, I want to talk about the situation that a lot of our people are invested in. I personally believe it's a big distraction out there. You know what I'm saying? You got the 2020 election coming up. And it's just, for some reason, it's almost like everything is geared towards the black community. Everything is geared towards the black community. Now, I want to set the record straight in this particular video. Now, personally, I do believe Nipsey Hussle is no longer with us. I really do. After doing some research, I personally believe that Nipsey Hussle is no longer with us. Now, when I made that video showing the fire department, right, paramedics or whatever, EMT, whatever you want to call them, showing or depicting a body on a stretcher of a gunshot wound victim. Now, we clearly see in that particular video that there wasn't any blood. You didn't see any blood on the gloves. You didn't see any blood on the gurney or the stretcher. And even when you look at the body that was on the stretcher, that couldn't have been Nipsey, because Nipsey's tall. You know what I'm saying? You could clearly see that that was somebody else. And what also stood out to me is the fact that how they blocked his head. You know what I'm saying? Almost like they covering it up. And I want y'all to revisit that video and look at how the ambulance actually was tinted. See, a lot of us missed that shit, but the ambulance was actually tinted. The doors was tinted towards the back. Why would you need to tint the ambulance? I mean, I've seen ambulance before, and it's not tinted, but I want y'all to pay attention. This shit doesn't make any sense. Even when you look at the so-called, what they call EMT, fire department EMT, look at what they're wearing. Look at the pants that they're wearing. It just to me, it's almost like a fucking a movie and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, again, Nipsey Hussle is not with us. Nipsey Hussle, I personally believe, was killed in the morning, right? And they had to stage this whole thing, or, you know what I'm saying, to make it seem like he died sometime in the afternoon. Because remember, the grandmother gave this shit away. She said, I guess his brother, I think it was his brother that ran out the house in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Rewatch the shit. She said in the morning, the brother ran out. You know what I'm saying? He got a phone call and he ran out. So I think that basically it was a psyop. It was a setup. I think they murdered Nipsey Hussle because Nipsey Hussle didn't want to, be a part of the system anymore. Because remember, Nipsey started to do his own thing. You know what I'm saying? His own music, all that. And one of the things that I researched on is gentrification. They was trying to gentrify that area, and Nipsey Hussle was against that shit. He wanted to empower the black community. You know what I'm saying? So much so he wanted to try to bring both gangs together. And we already know these devils, they do not want unity within the black community. You know what I'm saying? The LAPD, the niggas, the bitches in Chicago, these police officers in Chicago, they love to see us go, fighting at each other. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's called divide and conquer. So they put guns in our community, they put drugs in our community, and they allow us to self-destruct from within. And Nipsey Hussle, if you notice, he stood for unity. You know what I'm saying? This dude was a peacemaker. So for those of you who think that I'm against Nipsey or think that he is a hoax, that, he didn't die, no, I'm actually gearing more towards him being murdered. And I think his family has something to do with it. Because I'm going to show y'all some brief clip of the funeral, right? And it's almost like they accepted this shit. This mother was talking some crazy shit about ancestor worshiping. I mean, I know about ancestors and all that, but, you know what I'm saying, Ashe, and she pouring water. It's almost like a fucking sermon. Then look what she had on. She had on a fucking, to me, it looked like a wedding dress. Take a look at the video. It looked like a wedding dress. That's not how you attend a fucking send-off. You know what I'm saying? Something they write with this picture is almost like they accepted him. His sister was talking some shit, almost like deifying her brother, talking about he died like Jesus Christ at 33. And, you know what I'm saying, they depicted him with wings and shit. Almost like he's a black messiah. You got to understand, family, that no other rapper I've seen anyway had gotten this attention. No other rapper. Now, you got to remember his wife, right? Lauren, she basically is a half-breed. Her father is white. I think Jewish too, if I'm not mistaken. Jewish, wish they was Jew. And what's happened is that they got all this publicity because of it. I think literally this dude was sacrificed. I'm leaning more towards that. He was a blood sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, for the Masonic whatever. I think it has something to do because it's just so coincident that his grandmother say, I think it was his brother, got a call and ran out the house. You know what I'm saying? Didn't get dressed, didn't wash up, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? She said he just boiled out the house, ran out the house. It's not like him to do so. So I think it was a setup. You know what I'm saying? I think basically, I don't know if it was Nipsey that ran out of the house or was a Black Sam. I think she said it was Black Sam, if I'm not mistaken. Could have been Nipsey. But if it was Nipsey that ran out the house in the morning, you know what I'm saying, it had to have been something that was said on the phone. I think it was Nipsey that ran out the house in the morning. And it had to have been something that was said on the phone for him to drop everything that he was doing or leave. Or I think it was Black Sam, actually. I think Black Sam was the one that ran out of the house in the morning. Because I'm trying to recollect. I'm trying to remember. But I think when they was interviewing the grandmother said, he ran out of the house and it's not like him. He didn't wash up. He didn't clean up after himself. He just left. So I'm going to assume it was Black Sam. So I don't know if he staged that shit in front of grandma, making her believe like, you know what I'm saying, something's going on because in her mind, he probably got some news of his brother. Something happened to his brother. That's what she said. So yes, it was Nipsey. Nipsey was already at the store. You feel what I'm saying? So I think they lured Nipsey at the store. Then this nigga came out. I really believe they had something to do with it, family. I don't know why, but I just feel within my spirit that the mother, the sister, Lauren, and the brother, and that motherfucker Cowboy got something to do with it because Cowboy's story changed. Niggas say it was 3 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So for 3 seconds, you left, put your food down inside, and came back out after you hit a shot. And according to him, he was by Nipsey's side, coaching him and shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't see none of that shit on the video. There's so many cameras over there, family. So many cameras. There's one right in front of the store. You know what I'm saying? That could have got a clearer shot, but we don't see that. So when I say that I think something is wrong, I don't believe that Nipsey is with us any longer. I think they took out Nipsey in the morning, but they staged that shit in the afternoon because I think they time stamped it around 2 or 3-ish. But family, I just wanted to share this with y'all. I have other videos that follow, but I want y'all to stay tuned. Right after my commentary, I got some brief clips that I want y'all to watch. Pay attention to the funeral. It's very, very fishy. All right? And I'm going to be back with one more video, and I think that's going to be it. Because I'm trying to, piece some shit together. But with that, family, I say shalom.
We call on the energies who guide and protect us as we make our way in life. We call on our ancestors to join us at this service. Joseph Boutte, Reginald Boutte, Augustine Green. Now I know that we are all divine creatures. We are all divinity within. We don't need to look to the sky for a God. God is within.
You were 33 when you was taken from this world, and that's not a coincidence. Jesus died at 33. You was our Jesus. You was put down here to wake people up, to inspire people, to talk to them in a way that they could receive it. You know, you was the face of that. You no matter what went on, you didn't fold, you didn't change